Hello and welcome to episode 18 of my Ultimate Iron Man. I have come to the decision of what I'm going to do with my shadow die here. If I don't manage to get a tier 90 weapon to use the shadow die on by the time I hit 500 subscribers, I will give the shadow die away to one of my subscribers. So on the episode that happens, if that I hit 500 and I don't have a tier 90, I will have you guys leave a comment with your username and I will trade it over to you. In the meantime, it's back to questing content. I just want to speedrun through a bunch of quests. So let's start off with a shadow over Ashdale. There we go, shadow over Ashdale done. Easy quest, although the combat does scale to your combat level, so might be worth doing a little earlier in your account. Ooh, the next quest on my list is Broken Home. Pretty fun quest, if a bit annoying, and it's most notable for the fact that it's actually replayable and has some challenges to complete to get something called the Asylum Surgeon's Ring. I'll go ahead and put the stats and effects it has, and it actually has some good effects, so it'd be better than my Berserker Ring here. But you can't really wear it till 85 defense. Although I think I will go ahead and do the challenges to acquire it, and then I will just get rid of the spare Berserker Ring I've been keeping in my looting bag that's just been taking up space. And I'll put this in there instead, so once I hit 85 I'll just swap out. And if I ever decide to go for the upgraded Berserker Ring that requires 10 Berserker Rings, I'll just have to really grind that out in the future. I'm actually going to put my stuff into death storage for this, since it's going to take me more than an hour to play through it twice, so... And you need to have an empty inventory and nothing equipped to do it. So I'm just go ahead and drop a 100k and as the payment already. And get on with the quest, which is just right over here in the big old mansion over there. There we are, I got the quest complete, and now I just need to do the challenge mode, which I actually use a video guide for it, so I'll actually link the video guide I use in case anybody wants to use it. I've used it for like 3 or 4 times now, since that's how many times I've done this quest. It's very helpful, but let's get the challenge done now. There we go, I got the challenge done. It took me 32 minutes, and I got the without dying and only eating 1 or less food. So let's go claim our prize. Talk to Maria here, and I've now got the claim a reward. And there we go, I've got the Asylum Surgeon Ring as well as a huge XP lance I can toss into herb lore. I don't need the Doctor Ring anymore. And now I got this, I can keep safe. But yeah, like I said, I'll go ahead and put a link to the video I used for the walkthrough on this into my description. But let's get on to the next quest. Once Upon a Slime. This spare Berserker Ring only outs for 6k, so I'm just gonna drop it into this pile of people. It's double XP right now, so things are very busy. So somebody will get an extra 10 mil for their skilling gains. Once Upon a Slime done. Very silly quest for a little bit of cooking experience and a little pet. Eagle's Peak done, and I got a new reward from May, so let's give her a quick visit before the next quest. Let's roll this die, let's see what we get. Blessed Dragonhide, Chap, Scuthix, and of course money. Next quest now is going to be Perils of Ice Mountain. Perils of Global Warming, Ice Mountain complete. I freed the Muspa from the ice, now let's get ready for a boss fight. Oh wait, wrong game. Lame, it's just a Modrot. Back it up, boys. And the Tale of the Muspa complete. No boss fight, unfortunately. Now let's get on to Fur and Seek. So I need to kill a cockatrice for a cockatrice skin, and here's a little tip. If you don't want to have to wield a mirror shield while killing cockatrices or killing the basilisk, if you come to the oddment store and come down to other, you can actually buy a pair of sunglasses. It will act as a mirror shield. You just have to wear it on your head then. Be just like the head slot item of other stuff. And now I can kill these without any worry. And then of course you can just destroy it and reclaim it from Diango whenever. There we go, Fur and Seek done. If I wanted to, I could do the Fur and Seek wish list and get a weekly boss I could kill for a guaranteed elite loot, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Rune mechanics done. Possibly the worst quest ever in existence because it makes you do two of the worst things ever. Combination rune crafting and magic training arena. It's the average American.
Hold on there. I need you to do something for me first. I don't know who it is, but someone has been picking my pockets.
I wonder who could be doing such a thing. Bringing home the bacon done for the psychopath Eli Bacon. He's a killer, I tell ya. And there we go, Chef's Assistant's done. Next on the list is actually a mini quest, Total Combat, but I'm not gonna do any mini quests right now, so. And since I'm done with Adventurer and I'm moving into Champion here, I think it's time to go back to a bit of Slayer. This is pretty close to level 10, so get that to 10 and get that siphoned up. There we go, my bow's at level 10. Let's see if I have the materials to make another augmenter. If so, I can just disassemble that and buy a new one, or I will just have to make a siphon if getting the materials will be too troublesome. Just need 2 more enhancing components to make another augmenter, and with that lobster drop I just got there at the end, let's see if I can't get that by cooking and disassembling them, since that decreases the junk chance. No enhancing components from any of those lobsters. Let's see if I can't get any from these prayer potions. 58% junk chance, but I'm not using prayer potions at the moment, so as soon as I get 2 enhancing, then I'll make myself another augmenter and buy myself another bow. There we are, another augmenter made. Didn't take too long to get the component I needed from the potions. And now let's go ahead and get a new bow first, before I disassemble this one. Got my new bow now, let's go ahead and just get this one augmented up. Take this level 10 bow off, let's disassemble this one. 450,000 experience, that's a lot of experience right there, right away. 4 times materials, and I will not get any junk. I'll receive extra uncommon, and I will recover all my gizmos, so it's worth it going all the way to level 10. Let's go ahead and disassemble. I'm at 29 invention, brings me all the way up to 38 with base 30s now. That's going to be a lot of unlocks. And go ahead and get these gizmos on my new bow. Oh, only 3 unlocks, but still stuff to research. Just 2 more crystal bows up to level 10 disassembled will definitely get me to the level 45 to be able to augment the leg armor, which will let me make use of the Carol skirt and the Derek's plate legs then. And then after that, my next goal for invention is actually level 60, which gets item level 15 unlocked, which will make siphoning actually more worth it, because I can just get the items to level 12 and then siphon and get the full experience. While I may not be going on my way to do the wish list right now, if I happen to get the bones like I did from the fire giant there, I'll go ahead and get them done and hand them in to the old man. Realize I have enough Slayer points now to be able to learn how to craft rings of slaying, so that's how I'll be getting all my precious components in it now, and also enhancing components, since those are good for them, and I'll be able to just buy them right here. In fact, I'll go ahead and buy them and make a bunch of rings of slaying now. That was a fun little diversion, got me up to 40 precious and 18 enhancing, so those are nice to have. Might be other ones I really need, but that's all I care about right now. For the making equipment siphons or making augmenters. Ooh, my favorite task, cow fights. I mean, I've got a ghost task, so I've got to get the armor out. It just makes sense, you know? And I'm gonna go kill some more aberrant specters, why not? You know, let's get this fully going. You know, clear customizations. Let's get that look going. I mean, that's the look we got, huh? The ghost hunters, yeah. That's how we're gonna be doing for this. Although I don't like the nose peg, I'm gonna put the hat back on. But there we go, that's the look we got there. Gonna be slaying some ghosts and some ghost hunter. I like how the Tuska's boots and gloves make it kind of look like I've got fur on my hands and feet, and I've got claws, like I'm some sort of ghost hunting werewolf or something. And another new collection log, Ancient Warriors Equipment Patch. That's actually a good one, too. If I can manage to kill revenants and get something from them, I can get something real good. Granted, it only lasts a certain amount of time, but still. I'd have to end up killing like thousands of revenants to get any of the ancient equipment, and even then, there's no guarantee I'll get a good one. Honestly, the only three I'd want to use this on would be the Zuriel Staff, the Vesta Spear, or the Vesta Sword. So, and even from the Revenant Dragon, those are 10 out of 90,000 each, so, or 1 out of 9,000 each, so it'd take way too long to actually get something good, so I'm just gonna end up dropping that. And this crystal bow is already to level 10! Let's go ahead and make another augmenter, disassemble this one, and buy a new one. Let's disassemble this. I get another 459,000 experience. That'll get me another quite a few levels and put me at base 40s. 43 invention. Some nice things. The spring cleaner might be worth making, maybe. Who knows? But let's go ahead and augment this one. And get the gizmos back on there. And head back to the fort and discover the new unlocks. Yes, I think making the spring cleaner might be worth it, because if I make it and destroy it, I can just reclaim it from Diango whenever. So, it'd be worth it. And does it start with any charges? No, so let's go ahead and make a bunch of springs here. How many I can make? 3, because tensile parts and subtle parts. I'm gonna run out of subtle parts for sure, but let's go ahead and just make some. I'm gonna need more tensile parts to make more springs. I want to get the disassembly mode before it's be worth keeping for a while. High health mode would be good too. But let's go ahead and make a bunch of bows here to get some more tensile parts. I suppose if I need subtle components, the best thing I could do is just smith a bunch of rune scimitars. Maybe just make them rune scimitar plus 3s and then disassemble them. So Wiki says they give 64 components each, and you get subtle components from scimitars, so when I need subtle components, I'll just make rune scimitars then. As a bonus, they will also give me a bunch of base parts which I need for augmenters, although I also need tensile parts when I'm using up on the springs here, but I want to get the disassembly mode unlocked on my spring cleaner. So that's what I'm actually doing right now. Getting enough springs made so I can get the disassembly mode made, which I think is level 3 on this or something, and then I'll be able to have it automatically disassemble all the salvage and stuff I get instead of manually disassembling it myself. I don't know why it took me this long to figure this out, but if I actually just make a loadout, a preset loadout, you know, with the items I'm disassembling, or unnoting I should say, you know, have the one noted here and the rest unnoted noted in there, and just make a loadout, you know, I can just load the last preset and it'll act like as if I'm just unnoting the items. Make things go much quicker instead of having to open the bank, grab the items, and close the bank every time. Ooh, nice, a Slayer level from that Wildy Worm event. I guess I was pretty close, and I can kill spiritual mages. Dragon Boots, here I come. Nice, just hit level 90 mining up some runites and make the rune scimitars I need to get the subtle components. I gotta say, if it wasn't for the ore box, this would not be a good inventory to do any mining on, that's for sure. How about that? I've disassembled so many magic shield builds, I actually got into the next dimension level. Alrighty, all my Azure skill champas have officially been replaced by crystal chinchampas. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a short break from my AFK bow making and disassembling to do some AFK archaeology. Just to use up these skill champas here. Gonna just go ahead and make bring this with me to make porters while I do it. Oh yeah, I also, as you can see here in the chat, I got Anya talking to me. She's quite the something, ain't she? I decided to perk up my gear, and I put Scavenging 2 on my Death Guard and this Undead Slayer, which also came with Talking on my Skull Lantern. I also made another one with Undead Slaying and Talking to put on my next Crystal Bow, replace the Equilibrium, because I like killing undead things. That's why I have this, and Undead Slayer will give me more damage and accuracy, just like the Salve does, and they stack. So that'll be very useful. To make as much space as I can, I'm going to go ahead and destroy the spring cleaner so I can just reclaim that from Diango here. Put this into my pocket and destroy that, because I can just get another one from Ixlarian in the city of And I'm also going to go ahead and complete the contract clause mystery. I was saving that for... last time I was doing archaeology, I decided to skip that, and I figured I might as well get that completed now. And I think I have all the requirements too, and bringing home the bacon is one of them, so I'm gonna knock it out. Yeah, can't talk. I'm gonna knock it out before I continue on with just using up all these skill champas. Well, that's 11 out of the 12 gargoyles done. I just need to do one more, which requires the partial completion of Land of the Goblins. And I need to do another slice of ham, the giant dwarf, and Death to the Dorgishan. So I got a couple more quests to do if I want to do this. Decided to check the farm real quick before doing the giant dwarf, and I am 7k away from 99 farming. I think I'm gonna visit Het's Oasis real quick and just get that finished off. I remembered I had this dragon fruit that I planted, so let's see. This should get me the 99. Oh, I guess not. I still have 1k left. Okay, so I guess I'll cultivate some flowers then. Okie dokie, I am 2 experience away from 99. And here we go. My first 99. Woohoo! Party! My first 99 achieved. I can now start planting money tree seeds if I happen to get any. Or no, wait. I can start getting money tree seeds. You can't plant those until I get to level like 119, but let's go and visit Draenor Village and get our skill cape. Let's talk to Martin here. Skill cape of farming. May I buy a skill cape of farming, please? And there we go. I got myself a farming skill cape. Ooh, don't that look nice on the back? When I'm not wearing the War Priest, this will be great to have. Or even if I have the War Priest out, this will still be good to have. My best than slot cape. Look at those stats there. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and put it on my cape rack. And it'll be right over here for whenever I need it. It's got some nice effects, but being able to instantly harvest all the crops at a chance. Although if I'm using magic, one of these three god capes are still better. 31 magic damage compared to the 21, but if I'm just using any of the other styles at the moment, this will be the best. There we have it, giant dwarf done. A bunch of experience there, no levels though, but let's get on to the next quest. Ooh, gotta get myself 2 full sets of hamrods to do Death to the Dorkenshin. I heard that once you start the quest, you actually have a better drop rate for them when you're pickpocketing them, but I guess I'll find out. And with this inventory space here, this might take a lot of dropping of stuff to do. At the very least, it should get me some easy clues to do later. Already got 2 pieces, and I went ahead and put my War Priest away so I can wear 1 set myself while doing this. Yeah, that actually didn't take too long. I think the increased drop rate is active when you start the quest, and I got 4 clues. Let's go ahead and talk to Zanuck then and get this going. Rise, zombie Zanuck, rise! First instance of Zanuck dying and coming back to life. It happened several times. Zanuck is very special that way. She's a zombie. Oh, how about that? Sigmund will actually protect from necromancy. That's pretty cool that they added that. Death to the Dorkenshin complete. Got myself 2 lamps. And I'll toss this onto defense. And now let's get on to the next one with another slice of ham, and then I'll be able to do Land of the Goblins. I'm not sure if I'll actually need a ham set again, but I'll just go ahead and store this in here and get my War Priest back out. And then I need to go visit Anachronia real quick. I need to visit because I got this one last game of Herby Werby. Although this won't be the last one I do, because this will be good for future herb experience in general, but after this I'll have the 1,000 points I need to get the unlock. Alrighty, that game done. That actually got me up to 67. Can clean lantern times now, which is nice. But now I can open shop here. That's 1,000 points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy 10 small herblore lamps here. And I will proceed to... this is being counted as my unlock for the unlimited storage in the herb bag. And I will proceed to destroy all 10 of these. And all 10 of them are destroyed. It hurts to lose all that experience, but I now will give myself the unlimited herb bag. And the way it works here then is I will just go ahead and do this to act as a... This will be probably the only placeholder I will allow. And just to mark that as the herb area, and then this is how I'll be storing the unlimited herbs. It ruins the count at the bottom, but that's why I positioned it like this. My bank interface like this, so it's easy to keep track of the 28 in my looting bag. But with the unlimited herb storage, I can now also put all my grimy herbs in here. And that is just fantastic, and now I can gather up and store as many herbs as I want or need, and it'll free me up to actually collect herb seeds and do herb runs to grow more, and I can really start trying to actually train herb lore. But it's nice to have that unlocked. But now let's go ahead and get on to another slice of ham. Another slice of ham. Hope you're hungry. But that's all the requirements for Land of the Goblins. Now I can do this to get the goblin potion I need to give to that gargoyle and finish up the contract clause. I will, of course, finish the quest and then get a potion for the gargoyle. Perhaps the most important decision ever. What goblin do you go with? You gotta, of course, go with the goblin wearing the top hat. Any other choice is just invalid. Land of the Goblins complete, and Zanuck has disappeared into the chest. I'll probably see her later, who knows. But now I can... Maybe the Goblin Potion 1 will be enough for The gargoyle, I'd have to look it up real quick. Any levels? Nope. But let's go ahead and finish contract clause. And there we go. Contract clause complete. I just needed to drink it, and so I didn't need to make another one. Can I complete another mystery? Let me look it up real quick. Only got one more mystery I can do at my current level, and it's just one of the journal page ones over at the Everlight dig site. So, first thing I'm going to do is just complete the Finery of the Inquisition for Elvis here, and then I'll head over to Everlight to try to get those pages. That's always a good feeling when you get one of each artifact and without any duplicates. This is what I need for the collection. Something new they added with the newest quest, it is Thalmond here. Every Wednesday he appears here at the smithy in the city and he has stuff to sell. And this week he's selling ghost templing jars, spirit mementos, spirit runes, and then soul thread. So it might be worth buying out the stock here, because since I can store that in my necromancy pouch here and put this into the ritual storage, and ghost templing might get something good from that. But yeah, every Wednesday Thalmond shows up and he's got some stuff to sell. And with that, the last of my Azura skill chompers have been used up. I got 3 of the 5 pages from here, so I think I'll stick here till I get the other 2. But in the meantime, I think this is a good place to wrap things up for this episode. Got a lot accomplished. Got the 99 farming, which is nice, and I got the long-term goal I've been working towards since basically the start of this account, and getting my unlimited herb bag unlocked, which is very fantastic. I think the next episode I'm gonna focus on more trying to get the level 70 attack and strength, and then also get level 70 agility, so I can get started on finding some actual bossing content. Going for the God Wars dungeon, killing the 4 bosses there. Don't think I'll go for next, but at least not until I'm ready to do the power armor challenge that you need to do for level 80 necromancy, I believe. But I will see y'all next time, folks. Ciao for now.